Good morning, good afternoon, or good night, depending on when you're watching this. How's it going, guys? We have some mail to open, but first, a little backstory about this. I don't think I've actually shared this on my channel, but I'm a pit musician, which means I play musicals in my local area. Now, when you get a guitar book, obviously there's going to be guitar parts in there, and it's going to say what kind of guitars you need. For example, I've done gigs where I just need one guitar, I need an electric and an acoustic, I need an electric, a 12-string, and a nylon guitar, and there's often times where it will say, hey, you need to bring a mandolin, and that's why I got the mandolin. And the person who hires me the most, we always joke back and forth about getting a banjo because, more often than not, a guitar book also requires banjo for whatever reason. And take a look around here, I obviously don't own a banjo. And what we got today isn't a banjo at all because it's in this little package. This is actually something my one boss showed me, and it's actually a super cool thing. So without any further ado, let's go ahead and open this up. Why is this hard to open? What? Oh, there we are. So what we got here is something he showed me. It's called the GuitarJo. And what the GuitarJo does, it basically makes your guitar emulate the sound of a banjo. And it's used by these felt pads, and let's just open up and I'll explain from there. Instruction manual, we will read this later, but let's actually get to the actual thingamajig. Alright, so, okay, comes with an Allen key. Cool. Alright, so this is basically what we have here. You can see it's made of parts here. We got felt pads on the bottom of here. This is the part that actually goes on your guitar. This part, and it goes in this part right here, so that way you can control the height of your strings, depending on what kind of guitar you have. And I assume this is just a cover for when you're not using, yep, that's just a cover for when you're not using the GuitarJo. And manual right here. But before we read the manual, we need to figure out which guitar to install this on. Now, when I ordered this, I initially thought of installing it on a Chapman right here, because I think that'd be really cool, a Chapman banjo. But I don't know how well it would work with the Floyd Rose system. So that brings us to the guitar we're going to be doing, and that is my lovely number 2, the G&L ASAT Classic. So the main reason why I chose the G&L over the Chapman comes down to one reason, and it's not just because the packaging literally comes with a telly on it. No, the reason why is because of the pickups. This has single coils, the Chapman has humbuckers, and I think the single coils will work fantastically with its gadgets. Now the Chapman has humbuckers, but it can be coil tapped. With that being said, the coil tap function on the Chapman does work well, however, the pickups on here single coil sounds better than those pickups coil tapped. I also brought up using the function of the whammy bar if we want to do bends, however I don't know if bends is going to work on this gadget. Anyway, enough jibber jabber, let's go ahead and get installing this thing. Okay, now for instruction reading. Yes, we read the instructions on this channel. And while we're here, go ahead and check out GuitarJo on all their social medias. I'll go ahead and link them all in the description as well. So let's see here. Blah, blah, blah. Table of contents, we don't need that. Diagram, pretty self-explanatory just from looking at it, but we'll probably regret not reading the diagram later. Okay, step 1, take the cover off. So that's this thing. Alright, simple enough. What is step 2? Locate the position on the guitar body, and it shows alternate positions on the other side. So show those there. So I'm going to take a moment to figure out where I want to put this. I'm leaning more towards this side right here. Okay, slide underneath the strings, and I want to make sure it gets everything. And from what I'm noticing is that it's a very sticky thing on the bottom, but you can pick it up. Okay, I quite like that. We're going to move it a tiny bit over, so that way it gets every string. Okay. Alright. Step 3, line the dampeners with the strings. I was already doing that. Oops. Guess we don't read the instructions on this channel after all. Alright, so that's lined up with everything. And then adjust the dampener heights, and that's just turning these on top. Oh, they actually do turn by themselves, but I assume that's what the Allen key they gave me was. Oh, here we are. Alright, perfect. That explains a lot. So we'll go ahead and we will do this. So, it's time lapse. The goal is to lightly touch the string. Alright, hey, that actually sounds pretty good. Alright, so 1 down, 5 more to go. Once you do one, you kind of get the hang of it. And now for these two lowermost ones. Now, traditionally, banjos have 4 and or 5 strings, but the 5th string is usually just an octave of one of these higher strings. So normally with banjos, you wouldn't use these bottom ones. But they still give you cool sounds. So like if you had an actual guitar banjo. Alright, I think that is it. I might need to make some changes later on, but we'll get to that when we get there. Step 5, cover the bottom of the mounting base. Keep the bottom mounting base. Keep the bottom covered. We're not okay, so this step, the covering the bottom mount, is when you're not using the GuitarJo. Okay, that makes sense. Determine what number of frets you'll be playing on. Alright, so this section right here is basically saying how to get a good banjo sound from your guitar, and it shows you using a multi-band EQ, amp, and then also going through the pickup selector on your guitar. My best guess is we're probably going to go either to the neck or the middle position, and right here it's showing you how to move this out of the way quickly and how to do other things. I'm just going to keep it on here for now. That's basically the general instructions, as well as cleaning the micro construction material, which is the base of the banjo. So that's the installation. Very simple, very quick. The most time-consuming thing is actually tuning these pegs, which I'm pretty sure we're going to have to do some fine-tuning. Let's go ahead and plug it in. We're all plugged in, however, I haven't turned the X Vive on my guitar on yet. It's already plugged into the amp, however, I want to give you my first impressions of it acoustically first. That sounds pretty damn close. Like, I'm super excited about this. Like, that sounds amazing, like, from just being unplugged. So let's just go ahead and plug in. X Vive going on now. The amp we're using, by the way, is the Quilter 101 mini head on the tweed setting, fitting that banjo type aesthetic, putting on the tweed. Going into the Bugera cab right here. So let's go ahead and see how it sounds. Holy shit, that's incredible. That's... wow. That's insane. And like, even on the lower strings. That's incredible. Like, wow. Like, I'm blown away. I can't, wow, I'm speechless. Like, that's amazing. Let's test on the other pickup. Let's go to the bridge, see how this sounds. Neck pickup. Those overtones at the end. I don't know if the GoPro picked it up, but those overtones. Fantastic. That is amazing. Personally, just from doing that, it sounds way better on the middle position than these other two. If not, the neck pickup sounds very good. Just a tiny bit darker, but the combination of the both makes it sound amazing. I'm blown away. Alright, so just as I thought, bends, we'll move it away from the felt, so that won't give you that banjo sound. However, we're also up higher, because if we go up higher, you don't get that banjo sound like down here. So let's see if we bend right, 3rd fret. Still, that's amazing. I'm blown away. This is really great. Like, holy that sounds amazing. So I'm sending a video of this to my boss, and that's basically it for the video. Like, I can't say enough good things about this. What if we put distortion on it? Ladies and gentlemen, it is now time to get distorted with the orange micro dark. Now you can hear those overtones well. That is fantastic. Especially when you go into the bridge pickup. That is amazing. Now, let's see if we can clean up this amp a little, because I think that's where this shines, definitely. Such a fantastic product. This is actually one of the greatest things I own now, because it's a 2-for-1. It's a guitar and a banjo. It's great. It's phenomenal. I love this. GuitarJo, thank you for making this. This is going to work out so well in general for everyone. Thank you so much for making this wonderful product. This product's not sponsored, by the way. I'm generally saying these own things out of the kindness of my heart. Like, this is fantastic. Not enough nice words. Not enough nice words. GuitarJo, thank you very much. I hope you all enjoyed yourselves. I'll leave a link down in the description on the Amazon link where you can get this. So anyway, guys, that's the video. Damn. Goodbye and good night.